What's going on out there? FOBOS knives, Alaris, for operators, by operators, and Eric Hansen, he's the owner of the company, Special Forces, Green Beret, almost 30 years, right? Doing this and that. This and that. I can't tell you, I'd have to kill you. Okay? But he's been around the world on missions with, I can't tell you, I'd have to kill you. But he got interested in knives. And so he decided he would make his own knife. Go figure, okay? Are you not busy enough getting deployed everywhere? But okay. So he did. And he started carrying his knives, his own creations, right? And so the other operators are out in missions with him, this and that. They're going, hey, where'd you get that knife? And I made it, and okay. And hey, could you make me one? And the rest is history. It's in the history book. Did you not know that? Yeah, it's in the history book. The rest is history. He now is the head of FOBOS Knives, for operator, by operator. And these are made to be very tough, very reliable, can we say. Long-term heirloom quality, pass it down to your son and go again, right? Made in the USA, of course, right? This one comes with this sheath here, kind of a Kydex. I don't know if this is officially Kydex. It's probably right on the paperwork, okay? But of course, I'm not looking that carefully. But here it is, and no rattles, no rattles. And we got this strap here, with we can't unsnap, okay? And, you could take these screws off and you could carry it scout style. You could do this, that, whatever. Look at this. So it's full tang, and baby, there's some tang. I mean, it's not like the tang that went to the moon, baby. This is, this got a lot of iron fortified content in it. Yeah, you'll get your daily reserve. Almost 5 millimeter, 0.19. You ready for that? That's the kind of tang that'll get your attention. And especially if you're an enemy combatant. This could be rather tough on your noggin. And, he was talking about deep penetration, tissue, how you can hit certain nerve areas and disable people and, take them out of action. And so we won't get into that too much. But you know what? I think this could do a lovely job in the kitchen, don't you? And look at this. So it's like, hey, I think I'm going to, after I just, jumped out of a helicopter and did some shit, I'm gonna chop up some carrots and potatoes. And you could do that. This is CPM-3V. And you know what? They ain't junking the knife up with a lot of information. Okay? I mean, well, they're saying FOBOS and USA. Sorry. Got liners on it. And he's got liners on all his knives, including the cacula, which is like Roman soldiers. They had servants out in the field and they were called cacula, whatever. So this will be your servant. This will be, serve you well, right? So this would be something that they would take into, their field of operations, probably more likely. This one, I don't know. If you got to pry the lids off some big, heavy wooden crates or something, I'm taking this one. This is S35. This is CPM-3V. Which one do you think is tougher? Oh, baby, by a long shot, right? But get out of the way. It's Magna Cut. And so this is the Tier 1 BC. This may be now out and released. It was a couple of weeks ago. It was still in the pre-order. And there was other Tier 1 knives. This is Tier 1 BC. So this has got CPM Magna Cut, okay, for a blade. And it looks apart, doesn't it? Wow. So these are the 3 FOBOS knives I have. Not the only 3 models he makes, obviously, but these are 3 that I do have. So we will, I already talked about all three of them in my intro video. I'll put the link to that down below. But let's get these out of the way because I wanted to talk about the Alaris because, woo, it is something. 5mm blade stock on this dog. That is some crazy. And here's your spec, right? 10.5 inches overall length, 5-inch blade. Oh God. 3V to 5859 Rockwell. Stone washed, or you can get PVD coated, whatever. Blades thickness, 5mm. Did we not already say that? Edge bevel, drop point, leather, or, you know, whatever, the Kydex, which I've got, okay? And you can check out their leather sheaths too, right? So it is full tang, is it not? Yes, it is. And then he goes into a lot of the stuff about, you know, edge angle, secondary bevel, bevel shape and design, talking about why he's doing what he's doing, how that applies to this knife, blah, 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 heat treat, which I never see on other knives. Do you? Do you see anybody who kind of deep dives into that, or at least even puts it on their paperwork, whether they do behind the scenes or not? But yeah. So you know what? I'm not really too worried about messing this thing up, especially warranty-wise. If I was the third or fourth or fifth owner of this knife, I just go on there, tell them what happened, blah, 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 and then you send the knife back in and they do what they do, right? Because it's under warranty. It doesn't matter if you're the original owner, etc. So you got the sheath, you got the knife. It comes in a box, a big ass box. FOBOS 3V. Yes, it's the Alaris. Yes, I think that means micarta, which is, and I think that means black, but you know, does that look like micarta to you? I mean, it's just weird. I mean, there is that kind of micarta that's really a lot like G10. And this, yes, I would not use an open porous type of micarta for scales on a knife that could really get in the shit, right? You want something that's going to be really not very porous. You want something that's going to resist moisture and other kinds of corrosive materials, right? So there's that. And of course, what did they say? Fire spindle use here, okay? So you're set up. And these come off real easy with a 20 Torx, 20, size 20. But yes, I mean, this is a simple tool. This isn't complex. It's not a folding knife. It's not, you know, I mean, so you don't have a whole lot of geometry to take care of on this, but you got to figure out your design, your grind, your heat treat, you know, and everything. And, you know, how heavy do you want it? How long? You got to figure out your ergos. And the ergos are really good on here. Solid, reverse grip, you think. I'm thinking. And yeah, this feels good in the hand. And you know what? If you're going to be sharpening this, I mean, it's good that you come right up here to a sharpened edge. So you can do this on a stone if you want. Or, I mean, I have a fixed blade, fixed system, the KME, or, you know, you've got, wicked edge. So it sits up like this, and then you get the stone coming up on either side. You could do that. It'd be out of the way. It'd be easy to get to. And or a strop, you know. If you haven't gone too far with the edge, you can just strop it back. But CPM-3V, you know, it's 7.5% chromium. It is, 2.75% of vanadium. So it's a relatively high vanadium. It has good edge holding. And I'm sure that like Maximet or 110 CPM, S110V, S90V probably has better edge retention, but then you get into the toughness. And that's where you're making a little bit of a trade. You know, you're in the pack with the premium steels as far as edge retention, but then also you've got toughness, and you got toughness out the wazoo, okay? And so here you go, the Alaris. And you can find it in different places. This is DLT, obviously. What? It's out of stock? No, it's not. And oh, we caught you right, didn't we? Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah. Don't crunch. There you go. Ooh. So yeah, we got you. Okay, so it's got a good edge on it, which, you know, you would think it's probably set up for a lot of bushcrafting, you know, that kind of thing. But no, I think you can go straight to the counter and start chopping vegetables up with this. So, and you know, cut a chicken apart, get into the steaks with it, or roasts, or whatever you want to get into. I think you could do that with a plum. And I was gonna just pop off one of these scales, and we're gonna weigh it up, but it's right around 12 ounces. 320 something, I think, grams. Well, you can see it on that piece of paper I just showed you. If you would, okay, now looking through the camera, we will see nothing. Okay. And, oh, I think these screws come off the front, don't they? Yeah, they do. Okay. So, but this is easy to unscrew. I was kind of surprised. But I'm glad they didn't get too crazy, you know, with the thread lock or any of that. Okay, hold on. Are we dropping? Okay, we're dropping. Okay, let's get these babies out of the way. And here we go. So he's got liners on here, nice G10 liners. What do you think? And then here's these that come out the other side. Okay. So maybe that is a three-piece. It screws on both sides, I guess, with these pass-throughs that are steel. And there's that, and there's that. And then I guess it's saying some things. Alaris, CPM-3V. B, number 007. I'll have to ask him, what does that mean? Because I don't know what that means. Yeah, baby. That is some stuff. God jimping here keeps your fingers from slipping up on the blade. God jimping here, so it gives you some more traction back in here in your palm. And of course, you know, it would be probably not all that difficult to be using this with gloves. In fact, it might be, you know, more desirable in certain situations to be using gloves. So you could do that very easily. But, ooh, that's a chunk of steel, isn't it? And yeah, I like it. I'm thinking you could probably get some paracord through here and start cord wrapping here. You've seen them even do it through the lanyard hole and stuff as well, because they usually end up finishing up and bringing it out through the lanyard hole, then weaving the lanyard and putting a bead on it or something at the end. So you could do that if you wanted to bypass using the scales, actually. So there's that. And okay, ooh, that's screwed down tight then. I didn't have to hold the other side. But yeah, we all good with that. Now let's throw this baby up on here. What do you think? We will confirm the weight on this dog. Okay, so it's 11.5 ounces. And oh, 325 grams of crazy, of absolute insanity, right? So depends on how you want to flow. You got the Kakula, the Alaris, the Tier 1. Them some wicked ass knives, that's for sure. Good warranty, made in the USA, premium materials. Do you want Magna Cut? Okay. You want, say, CPM-3V? Okay. S35, okay, so you got premium steels, you've got attention to detail, and the focus of a Special Forces Green Beret behind the whole operation, making sure things are done right. I think we're in good shape here. You know what? I'm looking forward to going forward and using this. I think I'm tempted to go ahead and send this up and have them punch it just to get a Rockwell on it. I'd be interested. I think it's supposed to be 58 to 59, so let's see if that is. Okay. And maybe the other two as well at some point in time as we go forward, as I do batches. You know what? I'd say this is probably my favorite of the three. I don't know. It's not the ergos necessarily. I think it's the nice big belly on this. And the fact that I can see me using this a lot in chopping, you know, that kind of thing, food prep. And it's got some weight to it too. It's got some heft. This is a beast. It really is. But all these are what he calls heirloom quality. And yes, this would be actually much easier to carry in the field. Definitely lighter, but also a vicious little sucker. All right. Yeah, that's there, right? But it's easy to eject this too. I like that. Yeah, not a problem. I'm gonna leave you to it. It's Phobos knives. Check them out. They good. They all good. And you know what we do. We love them knives. So you guys, stay sharp.